Hey, Biggs. Biggs, we've got a Biggs problem.
Okay. What problem?
You know how the last 3 episodes we had a cold open filming in public places?
Oh, no.
We forgot to do that. So what we're gonna do,
No, this is a public place.
Shut the fuck up and let me do my bit, you ugly fuck! So, Biggs, what we're gonna do, let's pretend that we're skydiving, okay? I'm gonna start blowing wind into the mic. You pretend that we're skydiving, go, ooh, ooh, oh, I'm a wind. Ooh, Biggs, you're supposed to start talking. Ooh, ooh, this is the wind. Ooh,
we're so high up. It's like 10 feet.
10 feet?
100,000.
Oh my God, me and Biggs, we're in the plane. We're about to jump.
Wait, I thought we already jumped.
3, 2, 1. Oh no, Biggs forgot his parachute. And I forgot a pair of pants. Oh my God, how embarrassing.
Maybe I'm like a squirrel and I can survive my own kinetic energy.
My 2 lovely squirrels fell from above. Get it? Because you're skydiving? Biggs, can we just be honest with the audience for once?
Sure.
We are in a homosexual relationship.
That's not what I thought you were talking
What
about.
do you think I was talking about?
The fact that we had something else planned and then decided to do this instead because... I don't know.
You know what?
It's easier.
It's, believe it or not, it's a lovely day. It's time to get ready so that we can play with each other's genitals.
I'm not sure about that.
Welcome back, Days at Kino. Biggs, what did you think of Invincible, rated R?
I thought we were supposed to wait.
Oh, yeah, I forgot we're doing that with Florian.
Yeah, we can't
do you really want to be there for it? Don't you want to just talk about it now and then I'll appease Florian later? Do you really want to record Is It Kino with that Austrian fuck? Should we just do our Is It Kino review of Florian right now while we're at it?
All right.
Okay, Biggs, what did you think of Florian Himsel, rated R? That's my, I guess, Austrian accent.
Oh,
look at me, I'm Florian, I'm rated R. Oh, look at me, I like corn pizza. What did you think of Florian?
Do you think Florian will be like Otto when he's like in his 50s?
Well, it's super fucking fat. He's already naive and stupid,
I was going to say funny and likable.
Oh, you don't think he's that now? That would be a change? Against the status quo of being known as Florian Himsel, rated R?
No, he's known as Biggs with 2 G's.
True.
He's more famous for that than whatever game he made.
Wasn't there a hashtag on Twitter last week that was like...
I have no idea.
No, we tagged you in it, and you replied, and you ratioed me. You got more likes than I did. It was like hashtag something Biggs.
Oh, yeah. What was that? I don't remember.
It was like something about arresting him, or like...
Yeah, and I said, lucky for me, I'm Biggs with 1 G. Or, that's too many G's or something like that.
Yeah.
I remember that now. I don't remember what it was for, but...
Yeah, why the fuck some random thing that has Biggs with 2 G's was just going all viral on the hashtags? Maybe we should have investigated more.
I have no idea. I saw it for 2 seconds, typed out a witty reply, and then forgot about it.
Yeah, I've been trying to bully you on Twitter more and more often, and it seems like you're just not looking at it. Do you just not look at Twitter?
So what I do is when I check Twitter once a week, I click on...
Only once a week?
I click on the thing, and it shows me what people have like tweeted at me or whatever is on my feed.
Like your mentions?
And then usually the only one that I ever replied to is that smiley face war I've been in for the past 2 years.
Oh, stupid.
Other than that, I'll like look at something, and if I think it's funny and it makes me laugh, I'll click like on it. Otherwise, I just close Twitter and forget.
Well, the other day, there was an article that said the sequel to Donnie Darko made more money than the original. So I screenshot it and I posted in my Patreon Discord server. And if you don't know, I have not talked about this publicly yet. I do have a brand new Discord server for my patrons. $5 minimum. You get in permanently, one-time payment. So if you want to get in on that, go to patreon.com/mumkey. I haven't even talked about it publicly, and I've already had like 8 new people join in the last couple days, which I like. It must be word of mouth. I don't know how they're finding out about it.
Oh yeah, this kind of thing, like, so I told you, well, I guess I did talk about it on the show, but even before I said it on the show, I had like a little private group server with just a few that I talked to.
Like what, Heartsy,
and
Peyton?
And now I have like people in my Twitter DMs like, where's the invite? Where's the invite? I'm like, it's not a public Discord. And they're like, where's the invite? I'm like, I'm done replying.
Do you still talk in that little friend group Discord?
Every once in a while. To be honest, I haven't opened my Bigs Discord since, what was it, almost a month ago?
Well, yeah, clearly, because I sent you a free invite to my new server, you joined when?
I joined
when?
Before I came over.
Oh, you did?
That way you couldn't sit here and bully me in person.
I haven't seen you in there talking to the people who I invited to bully you. Because I took the screenshot of that article about Donnie, and I posted it at everyone in my server and said, hey, everybody, can you tweet this out and put at Bigsington? How many did you get? Did you count? Because I want to know how many of these people I need to ban for not following my direct order.
I don't remember how many. I do remember getting multiple. And I saw them. I think I replied to one of them.
What'd you say?
What did I say?
I didn't see any reply.
I would have to go look. I don't remember what I said.
We don't remember anything that happens on Twitter.
Yeah, this is true. The other thing I was going to say is we actually talked about this in person. Was it or was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday.
Biggs, please stop telling these people we talk off of the show. As far as they know, we remain silent the whole time we're together until the microphone is on.
True. But
because now they know that there's extra Mumkey and Biggs content that they're missing out on.
Well, that's because they don't know about the secret Patreon package, right?
What, it's a live stream of our living room 24/7? Yeah. If you guys thought the Patchy cut was interesting, just you wait until we sit in silence on our phones watching the show for 5 hours.
Hey, I guess on the bright side, they can watch it at night and watch me sleep on your couch.
Yeah, good thing to masturbate to.
No, I wasn't going to say that. But anyways,
if you've ever wondered what Biggs watching poker with the volume of the TV on 2 so he can't even fucking hear it, if you ever thought that'd be fun.
Oh, I'm sorry that I'm being nice and courteous and not keeping the TV loud while you're asleep.
I sleep with a big fan right up in my face, so I think you can at least turn the volume of poker up so you can fucking hear the cards.
But I don't need to hear the cards.
Don't the cards start talking and stuff? I've never watched poker. What is it about? Isn't this a shonen anime?
So I was trying to say, we were talking about this Donnie tweet, right? And I made a comment that was incorrect. So when I looked up, when I looked up the budget of both, I read the one for S. Darko incorrectly. So it actually did make more money than Donnie Darko.
S. Darko had a greater profit margin than the original.
I'll look it up right now.
Okay. And while you're looking that up, in other Donnie-related news, Biggs, I've come up with a brilliant idea, and I want to pitch it to you, and I want to see what you have to say. This is not nostalgia, Biggs. That is already a confirmed project. I don't need to pitch that to you. Biggs is shaking his head no. Biggs, what do you think of this? What if we do a shot-for-shot recreation of Donnie Darko with you playing every single character?
I feel like that would take months off of my life.
Oh, yes. It will take us probably 2 years, because every time you come over, we'll shoot like one more line of dialogue.
No, because well, I guess this might be the one time that we could film something. You wouldn't have to scream at me for forgetting the lines 8 times.
It's already in your brain.
You're like...
Yeah, there's no way you could fuck it up. You know that I don't even need to pull up the screenplay or the movie. You could just recite it sitting on the couch.
So just real quick, Donnie Darko had a budget of $4.5 million. What do you think the box office was? I think I actually told you.
Wasn't it like 10 million?
No, it was 7.5.
Oh.
So
man.
That was Donnie.
What year was that? 2001?
2001.
If we could go back in time.
S. Darko came out 8 years after that. It had a budget of $4 million.
And Donnie was 4.5 million?
Yes.
Okay.
And it made $10 million.
Oh, that's where the 10 was. So
I had it backwards. I thought it made $4 million and had a budget of 10, but no, it was the other way around.
So it made like $2 million more dollars?
Yeah.
What a tragedy. We got to go back in time so that you can go see Donnie in theaters once a day, every day while it's out. You would probably, drag that number up a little bit.
Yeah. It would have been even better if like Movie Pass was a thing then, because I could just use Movie Pass every day to see the same movie.
Movie Pass isn't even a thing now. That only lasted basically 1 year, and I abused the fuck out of it.
It was basically like one summer.
Did you use Movie Pass?
Yeah, like you told me about it. I was like, "There's no way this is real." And I looked it up.
It was painfully real for the company.
I looked it up, and I definitely used. I think I went to a movie at least 2 or 3 times a week, the whole time I had it. until they started upping the prices until it reached like $30. I'm like, yeah, I'm canceling.
I remember the very first movie that came out after MoviePass dropped to like $10 was Stephen King's It, like the new It.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, wow, how's this movie doing so incredibly well at the box office? And I'm thinking, well, probably because most people are seeing it for free. Because like, oh, this is the only movie that's come out since I got this painfully, obviously bad idea of a company's new product. Okay, let's just go see the fucking clown movie for free.
Yeah, when I think of MoviePass, I almost have to think of like BitConnect, because it's like this insane idea that
what was BitConnect?
Oh, you never heard about that?
I don't think so.
So BitConnect was this company. I didn't do a ton of research into it. Basically, the basis was if you gave them a certain amount of money, they would like make like 5 Bitcoins for you a day.
What?
Yes.
How long ago was this?
Insane thing. It was
2010?
Yeah, that sounds right. So everybody's like, of course we're going to go do this, but it ended up being this huge scam and they took everybody's money.
Good.
But MoviePass is like the side of BitConnect where they actually followed through and gave everybody their Bitcoins. It's like this really stupid idea that's not going to make any money.
MoviePass was that company scamming itself.
Yes.
Which is why it'll go down in history as not only the biggest failure, but also my favorite product I've ever paid for. I guess service.
And I mean, I don't use it personally, but I guess we can kind of thank MoviePass for all of the subscription-based movie theaters now.
Well, I don't think anybody's using those right now.
Well, not right now, but I mean, with MoviePass coming and going, it opened the door to the movie theaters doing like the $15 a month deals where you get like tickets and discounted concessions and stuff. And
yeah.
I mean, that was a good turnout from that. But
yeah, if local Cinemark, they have something like that, as soon as movies start coming out again, I'll probably sign back up. I used to do it until they closed down for a year.
Yeah, because it was like...
You get like one ticket. It's not nearly as good as MoviePass.
No.
But at least it's, considering that we go see every movie, basically, it's a pretty good deal.
The great thing with MoviePass was it even included like 3D tickets and stuff like that, and like D-box seats and stuff, whereas these are only like base tickets. But I mean, it's better than nothing.
And consider we live in the Midwest, so our movie ticket prices are fine. Fuckers in like California, a movie ticket is like $16.
Yeah.
And MoviePass was the same price. What were they thinking?
I thought it was insane because like I went on a trip to Florida like 3 or 4 years ago now. And we were down there and we managed to like stumble across this mall. It was a weird looking mall because it looked like a collection of business buildings, but inside was like this huge... Yeah, whatever. Anyways, there's a movie theater in there, and it was like super fancy. And I could not believe that their ticket prices were like $24.
For one ticket?
For one ticket.
Was it the best theater experience of your life?
I have no idea. I know it was kind of like we have here a Flicks Brew House where they like serve you drinks and stuff.
That's an actual detriment because you have to waste the movie seeing literal waiters walking up and down the aisles the whole time serving people food and drinks. But I fucking hate that shit.
Yeah, so, but the thing was, whenever that was, MoviePass was still around. I mean, they had jacked their prices at this point, but even with the jacked prices, if you went to that movie theater every day, that would cost them so much money. $24 a ticket? That's insanity.
Yeah.
I am very happy to pay my $9 movie tickets here now.
Yeah, I that was one of, I guess, the best years of my life was the year of MoviePass. I feel like I went twice a week, every week. And I would just go see shit I had no interest in seeing because I lived near a movie theater.
I mean, there's really no reason not to, and it's basically free tickets. I mean...
And there's an inherent part of me that I get like a cruel joy from exploiting massive corporations. So just the fact that every time I saw a movie I was wasting their money made me feel even better.
Yeah. I guess I'm not sure if you did before, but did you ever go see like the really small movies before MoviePass? Like, did you ever waste some money to go watch the small ones?
Yeah, I mean, ever since I was 16 and old enough to drive, I would go see pretty much any movie.
Yeah, because I feel like most people, like I for sure never went and watched the smaller movies before, but once MoviePass hit, it seemed like those even did better too in the box office.
Yeah, why not? Yeah,
because people were like, hey, I can go see a free movie every day, might as well go see this. Otherwise people wouldn't want to pay $9 to go watch some indie film.
Yeah, I mean, I like going to see the indie films because there's this great indie theater in Des Moines, like the Fleur Cinema, which is where they did the 48-hour film festivals. We actually saw ourselves on the big screen at this little indie movie theater. And they have like cheap popcorn, and I like going to that place, and they always play the indie stuff. That's one of the places that has not reopened at all.
It's still closed?
Yeah, they're not... Like, they're too pussified to fucking open because it's run by, like, the most liberal libcucks possible. Like, every other movie theater is at least opened on the weekends now. If not, I think the one across the street from here, like, opens on weekdays at nighttime now, I think you told me.
Yeah.
So, like, what the fuck, Fleur Cinema? Open your shit! I could have seen Nomadland in your theater instead of my brother tricking me into going to see it because I didn't know it was on Hulu. I was so pissed because that movie was not even good. Big waste of time, big waste of money.
So what was, I forgot what movie we went and saw in the D-Box seats that you were pissed about.
Oh, Big Mama's House 2.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Don't say, oh, yeah. They don't know that I'm joking.
No, it was Nobody. What was the other movie that you wanted to watch in the D-Box seats or whatever they were?
The only movie I remember seeing in D-Box with you was Kingsman when we went to Mall of America.
D-Box. What's the XD theater or whatever? It was because I remember we went and saw Nobody, and you're like, I'm mad that I had to see this and not another movie. What was the other one you were talking about?
The Snyder Cut?
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah,
For some reason, I thought it was Nomadland.
What?
I don't remember.
You thought I wanted to see Nomadland in the XD theater?
I don't even know what that is. I just got it mixed up in my head.
God,
What's
no.
that about?
It just won the Oscar for Best Picture. It's about Frances.
Oh, that makes sense. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, Frances McDormand. She lives in her van and she just drives around other van communities and works seasonally for Amazon. And then there's a scene where this old lady, Frances McDormand, gets completely naked and lays down in a fucking pond, and you see full bush, and it's disgusting. I do not want to see Frances McDormand's bush in fucking XD theater, Biggs.
Oops.
Now, my buddy, the Kino Corner, is actually, maybe by the time you hear this, it'll already be out, but he's about to publish a new video on his channel, shitting all over Nomadland and saying it didn't deserve the Oscar. And I'm going to wholeheartedly support that video because I was not a fan of that film at all.
Yeah, it definitely seems like one I'm not going to be watching. So
yeah, it's on Hulu. You could go watch it for free.
Not going to.
You don't want to see that bush?
I know if I go out there and you turn it on, we've already recorded, so I can just go home.
There's also a scene when Frances McDormand shits in a bucket, and you can just hear the diarrhea going in the bucket. So. She won the Oscar for Best Actress, so that's pretty good.
Cool.
She also won it for 3 Billboards, baby! Movie poster on the wall!
Oh, is that lady?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I know who you're talking about.
So she's like, I mean, she's been winning a lot of Best Actress Oscars in her life. I think she's beating, what's that one bitch's name who wins all the Oscars?
No idea. I don't really follow the award shows that much. So, like, whenever somebody says, oh, so-and-so...
It's the chick from Sophie's Choice, damn it. Meryl Streep. You know Meryl Streep.
Yeah, I know her, but I didn't know she won... Well, I knew...
Well, she's like the Oscar darling. But... She, like, gets nominated every time she even farts in a movie.
Yeah.
She was hot in Sophie's Choice. I mean, not in the Holocaust scenes, but... She kind of looked disgusting in those, but normally in the movie she was pretty hot.
What about back in Mamma Mia?
Back in Mamma Mia, she was a very sexy woman. She's Meryl Streep the horse. Meryl Streep, don't act like you wouldn't peg. Would you peg Meryl Streep the horse, Biggs?
I would peg her as an award winner.
So is the answer yes? Are we going to eventually, slowly but surely, recreate Donnie Darko scene by scene with Biggs playing every character?
I mean...
why would you not want to? It's your dream come true. This is the true Biggs cut.
No, the true Biggs cut is on my side. Have you ever seen that scar?
You have a scar on your side? From what?
From my surgery in Poland.
Oh, no, I did not know you had a scar. Is that another Among Us picture to post on Twitter?
Among Us picture? I'm not posting my scar on
Probably
Twitter.
should not.
No, nobody wants to see that.
Probably worse than the toe.
Yeah, because, I mean, I can kind of go into it a little bit, but basically over there, they're way behind medically. So over here, we have laparoscopic surgery, and what, if you're too young to know what that is, it's basically a tiny little cut, then they put tools
What does
inside
age
of you.
have to do with? I didn't know what that was, and I'm the same age as you.
Oh, well, for all of you who don't know, they make a tiny incision or cut, if you don't know what incision means.
Oh, okay, thank you.
They put tools in there, and they, like, work on you with the tools and a camera. Well, over there, from the scar, it looks like they pulled out a rusty saw and just cut me open. So yeah, I have this giant nasty scar that's probably like 4 or 5 inches long on my side. So yeah, cool.
Women dig scars. Do you, like, on your Tinder, do you post a picture of that scar?
I should do Joker scars. If
Yeah.
that's what they like.
I guarantee women will ask you how you got those scars, and then you could just tell a new story every time.
They'll probably ask as they're calling 911, like,
Help me, Biggs. Joker Biggs broke into my house. I was telling Biggs yesterday over the dinner table at Pizza Ranch, where we both got terribly sick from eating the buffet fried chicken. I was telling him that at this point, Nostalgia Big's review of S. Darko is not a question, but a certainty. Even if I have to write the script for him, he needs to do it. Don't worry, Biggs. It's not going to be like an hour-long video. It'll probably be 6 minutes long. We could crank it out in less than an hour. And the fans are begging for it. I tried to bring back Frid, and I failed. Have you seen this?
no.
I logged back into Facebook for the first time in years, and I sent Frid a messenger message with a screenshot of all the comments saying hashtag bring back Frid. And I said, Frid, the people want you back. Motherfucker left me on red. Could you imagine being rejected by Frid?
Yikes, dude. Oof.
Yeah. And
This is why I didn't even bother reaching out, because I knew he hated us so much he wouldn't reply.
But he's never even, like, articulated that to me. He just stopped talking one day and never told me why.
Yeah,
like, did
usually-
his mom tell him that I was bullying him in the videos? Because I don't think that was that apparent.
Usually, when somebody just stops talking to you altogether, that probably means they don't like you very much.
I've stopped talking to a lot of people, and then if either one of us reaches out, we just talk again like old times. You know, like, you'd think this fucker would grow up. We haven't talked in 7 years. At least give me a reply. Like, dude, like, more people than you've ever met in your entire life are currently starting a hashtag campaign because they love you so much, and it doesn't even warrant a response. Come on, Frid.
Yeah, if it helps you...
For the first time in his life, he's fucking popular.
If it helps you understand how much I dislike Frid, somebody offered me $50 to message him, just send him a message and send them a screenshot that I messaged him. Hashtag bring back Frid, you should come back on the show. And I declined, because that's how much I dislike him. Just because I knew there was maybe a 1% chance he would say yes, I didn't want to ever see him again.
Well, it's not like you would have to interact with him, but I was so embarrassed and ashamed that Frid rejected me and left me on red that I...
Did you block him?
No, I immediately just deleted my Facebook again. So now even if he decides to reply, he can't.
That's sad.
But anyway, since I tried and failed to hashtag bring back Frid, I have to do the next best thing and bring forward Nostalgia Bigs. We have to force this into existence.
So I was going to say, what was it? I don't remember. Whatever day, it was like a few days ago. I was at the biggest truck stop in apparently the world, I guess.
Is that
the one on I-80?
Yeah, I took a picture sitting on a pig.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's still up on my Instagram where I look super depressed and we're on our way to Chicago for the Avantasia concert.
Right. So I was in there, and what's funny is what they sell isn't funny, but what memory it brought back. But I was looking around, and they have this area that has like apparel for truckers to wear that's supposed to be like comfortable on the road and whatnot. And I see this long rack of just these huge, like, for dudes my size and bigger, huge trench coats. And I'm like, man, I am so glad Mumkey is in here right now. This is like the Nostalgia Bigs Emporium.
How much would it be for a fucking leather trench coat that fits you?
I have no idea, but they have matching cowboy hats that are made out of the same
Hey,
leather.
all we need for Nostalgia Bigs is a white t-shirt and a suit jacket.
Oh, he's wearing a suit jacket. For some reason, I thought he was wearing a trench coat.
No.
Okay, but yeah, I started laughing when I saw it. And I was just like, no. There's
One
no
of
way I'm
these
buying
days, one of these days, we got to go to Goodwill and just hope and pray they have a size XXL fucking suit jacket, so you can, like, even if some guy died in it and then donated it, and then that guy died in it too, we need to buy it so that we can do this stupid skit. And I told Biggs, if I think it's of high enough quality, I will just upload the video to the main channel. With no context given, nobody will have any clue what the fuck they're watching. Like, wait, Biggs? I think I remember him from that one eating video. Why the fuck is he doing Nostalgia Critic? And what the hell's S. Darko? I don't get this video at all.
Yeah, I mean...
So many people are behind on the lore.
So in a few weeks here, I'm going to be going down to Florida, and I assume they're going to have Goodwills down there too. And I think I might find one in a nice enough area to see if they have like just tons of like nice clothes there, like the suit jackets and stuff. Because people, I don't know, rich people like giving that stuff away like a dime a dozen. Like especially over in Urbandale.
Are you going to a rich area of Florida? Because a lot of it's pretty bumfuck poor.
Well, I mean, I can travel out of my way to go. I mean, I'm going to be there for a week. So.
We have Goodwills here, too.
Yeah, but like I was going to say, the one over in Urbandale is like in a nicer area where you'd expect like, you know, suit jackets and stuff to be donated. And there are, but there's nobody my size over there that donates that stuff. So I can never find that stuff. But
you've gone to weddings. You didn't wear a suit jacket to any of those weddings?
No, because most people don't do suit jackets for their groomsmen. They just do like nice shirts and
so I should probably
suspenders.
I shouldn't wear one to my brother's wedding coming up.
I have no idea.
I should probably get on that.
Well, usually when you're invited...
Hey, I'm the best man. Don't I get to wear a fucking suit? I'm better than Patchy. It says best man. It doesn't say second best man. I'm better than the groom, folks.
Usually when you get invited to a wedding, let alone in a wedding, like they tell you what you're supposed to wear. So if he hasn't told you and it's soon, that's kind of on him.
Should I show up in shorts and a t-shirt?
You should show up in a full-blown tux. Just rent a tux.
I still have to write a best man speech. And I'm still at a loss. Should I just leave the comment section in charge of writing that bad boy?
Yeah, that seems fair.
I know that Patchy and his fiance, Patchy's GF/fiance, they both listen to this show. And I know that for a fact because last episode I made fun of you for having
Monopoly.
My Hero Academia Monopoly. And now Patchy all week has just been
unrelenting.
He just keeps tweeting out all these embarrassing Monopoly games and tagging you and saying, "Hey Biggs, do you want to play? Hey Biggs, do you want this?" So I know that they listen to this. They probably fucking every time a new one comes out. Oh Patchy, get in here! It's time to listen to the new Mumkey and Biggs.
Oh, you think Patchy's fiance is the one that initiates it?
Oh, dude, she's a way bigger fan than he is. And the thing that confuses me is that they know us in real life. They would rather listen to our show than just come over and hang out. Like, what the fuck? They can only handle 1 hour at a time?
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame them.
Although they do keep begging us to come visit them because they just got a new bed. So now we can stay the night there and share their old bed.
Okay, yeah.
No, we're not all sharing one big bed. They got like a fucking 1,400 purple mattress. Which blows my mind because I don't know why the fuck would you spend $1,400 on a mattress that you can't even sit on? They couldn't even test it out. It's on the internet. They just sent it to them in the mail.
Listen, if I had the money, I would definitely get one too. Those mattresses look so comfortable.
But wouldn't you want to try it before you spend over
That's
$1,000? Why
stuff like that has the 30-day guarantees or 1 month, or a lot of mattresses have 90-day.
90-day fiance.
It's like you have 90 days to try it. If you don't like it, send it back, which I guess I don't know how you would send that back since you don't have a vacuum sealer, but
yeah,
whatever.
Good point.
But yeah, I mean, it's not that crazy.
He got the mattress, and I asked him how it is, and he said it's only a 9 out of 10. So I wonder how much you have to spend for a 10 out of 10.
Probably way too much.
Well, anyway, when are we going up there to sleep on their old bed? That's probably covered in fucking cum and shit.
Probably sometime after I get back from my trip.
Okay. I heard that you're staying at Cobb's house for a week on your trip.
Yeah.
How's that gonna go? People know about Cobb, right?
Yeah, I assume quite a few of them know about him, but Yeah, so in a few weeks I'm going down to Florida for a wedding, and then after the wedding, Cobb is also going to be at the wedding.
Cobb's getting married to you?
Yeah.
Are you the best man at this wedding, or am I just still better than you?
You're still better than me.
Have you ever been a best man, Biggs?
I have not. I don't imagine I'll ever be a best man.
Dude, I already told you, fuck Patchy. At my wedding, you're the best man.
When are you ever going to get married?
Not going to happen.
Exactly. I'm never going to be a best man.
Can you have two best men? Because I feel like if, a brother and a best friend, they both have to share the mantle. I think you guys should have to give a speech where you both say one word and the other guy says a word and you have to go back and forth.
Popcorn speech?
Yeah, that's your best man speech.
Yeah.
Best men, okay? If I'm only inviting two people to my wedding, they can both be the best man.
Yeah, that's fair.
I will not get married, just to be clear.
Maybe I can be, I'll be the best man and Patchy can be the maid of honor.
That's fair.
So anyways, so Cobb is going to be driving down to the wedding, and then after I'm going to be hopping in his car and riding back to Georgia to spend a week with them. I imagine
you're going to bring your Yu-Gi-Oh cards? You're going to duel up a storm?
I'm not going to waste my personal item to take a bag full of Yu-Gi-Oh cards on the plane. And I'm not spending $35 to check it under the plane to play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Dude, the one time out of the year you get to play Yu-Gi-Oh, you're not even going to bring your deck. It does not take up that much space.
I have an entire backpack full of cards.
Just bring your deck! Just your deck!
I have
it's 40 cards! You can bring a fucking deck of poker cards?
I have 9 of them. 9 decks.
Just choose the machine one like you always do and beat his stupid, shitty Blue Eyes bullshit Exodia garbage deck.
Or I can just take my Chaos Max Dragon deck and use it, but he already copied that deck and is using the same thing, so...
Cringe. If your deck does not have 3 Nimble Momongas, then you're not even playing Yu-Gi-Oh!
It should be fine. He has expressed many times that Savannah is like the haunted capital of the U.S. or something, and there's a lot of tours of haunted exhibits, so I assume we'll probably be doing some of that.
They do that shit in May?
I don't know, probably.
Huh.
I mean, if it's called the most haunted place on the U.S., then I assume they do that year-round.
Is it going to be like that Nathan For You episode when they trick somebody into thinking they got a deadly disease from one of the people in the haunted house?
Oh, yeah. That's a great show. But other than that, I assume it's going to be a lot of eating stuff I haven't tried before.
Well, speaking of horrifying things, you want to hear an update to the 69-year-old incel neighbor saga?
Oh, boy.
The last time, as far as the podcast and myself know, the last time I've talked to my neighbor was when he came over accusing me of stealing his groceries when really I was just hanging out eating GoPuff that got delivered because I was too lazy to walk to the gas station. And the other day I was mowing. Now, Biggs, if you saw somebody with their big giant headphones on their ears, like they're enjoying a piece of music or a podcast, and they're also in the middle of mowing their yard, and also it's like almost 5:30 at night, so they want to finish before it's like past mowing curfew, would you just walk across the street and interrupt them and try to have an hour-long conversation with them while they're busy?
Probably not.
Oh, is that not the neighborly thing to do?
I've never spoken to a single neighbor that I've had in my entire life, so...
Oh, well...
Besides when I was a kid, I guess, but...
Well, believe it or not, that very specific circumstance happened to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that why you brought it up?
It's like, I mean, like, I get that you want to chat, and I'm usually fine with it, but dude, I have my headphones on, I'm fucking mowing my yard, I'm only half done. Can we not talk right now, please? But you'll never guess what he wanted to talk about.
Did he find a new girl?
No. No, he did not. I think he's given up on that. First of all, he retold me for the 4th time the story of when he was a teenager and a girl rejected him and was mean to him. You know, the story that I told the very first time I even started the neighbor saga on this channel, like the thing that started the whole thing.
Right. He
told me the story again as if I've never heard it before, so I got to spend about 10 minutes hearing that again. And like, what are you supposed to do in that situation? Do you say, hey, excuse me, old fuck, you've already told me this before? Like, how do you just let them go on with it? What do you do?
So I've been called out for this before, but normally when somebody starts talking and it's something that they've told me before, or if it's something that somebody else has already told me, I will literally stop them and say, I know either you've told me or somebody else has told me. And I've been told very sternly before that is not nice to do.
Yeah, I feel like it's really rude, but also the other person is being rude because they're wasting your time.
Well, it's like, say two people are talking about something and then one of them tells me, and then a separate time the other person is like, oh yeah, I'm going to tell them about this. They start talking. I don't want to waste their time retelling it if I already know it. Like, how is it rude for me to say, oh yeah, the other person already told me? Like, I don't understand how that's rude, but apparently it is, and I got yelled at for it once. I'm like, I guess I'll just listen to everybody's stupid stories 3 times.
Yeah, it's a shitty situation, and I don't have the balls to tell this old man I've already heard your fucking pathetic life story 4 times now. I don't need to hear it again. In fact, I've repeated your story to thousands of people on the internet, and they all either laughed at you or feel empathy or a mixture of both, which is where I now fall, since it's so clear. This motherfucker, it's been 50 years. 50 full years. And this story is so important to him that he keeps telling it over and over again to anybody who will listen. At what point do you move on? I guess for him, you don't. And I feel like I've already said all of this before, but now I have to repeat it because he fucking repeated it to me. Like, now you guys have to suffer what I suffered.
This reminds me of our conversation last night about the vicious cycle of going into a place 5 minutes before close, just because it happened to me once before. It's like, well, if it happened to me, it's gonna happen to you, so now I guess we all have to hear this story again.
Yeah, well, no, I'm not going to tell the whole story again because they already know it, and if they don't know it, there's plenty of podcast episodes that cover it. But after he told me his sob story of a girl being mean to him when he was a teenager and how that led to him being a lifelong virgin, he then asked me a very simple question. He wanted to know my thoughts on getting the vaccine.
Oh boy.
And this is a man who does not actually care about the other person in a conversation. With all the stories he's told me over the last couple of years, how many stories do you think I've told him about my life?
Probably 0.
0. And it's not for lack of trying. He just is not a listener. He's the type of guy who just wants to talk at you, and occasionally you can nod your head and say yeah or cool or something like that. He'll never ask a question that he wants an answer to. It's just an invitation for him to answer it himself. And it is getting a little bit annoying because I feel like a friendship is supposed to be a 2-way street, and he never wants to hear me say words. He just wants to talk at somebody for an hour.
Yeah, generally, when people are like that towards me, like when they're talking and they like say or like ask a question or something and I start to reply and they're like, hold on, I'm not done yet. That's when I just turn off my brain and stop listening to them. So they're just wasting their time mumbling while I'm looking at my phone.
You look at your phone while they're talking to you?
Of course I do. If you're going to tell me to not reply to a question you just asked, or even when like they're asking for advice and I start giving advice and they don't like it, they tell me to stop and then they continue their whatever. I don't feel any obligation to listen anymore. If you don't like what I have to say, why do I have to listen to what you're saying? Like,
yeah, I mean, maybe I should just start being mean to this old man, but I don't have it in me.
It's just being honest.
Yeah, like he's the one making the social faux pas, but I don't want to crush his spirit by saying I don't care about what you have to say right now. Please let me mow and go the fuck away.
Yeah, well, I mean, you don't have to say that. Just literally say, hey, I'm kind of busy.
Well, that's the implication of saying anything.
Not really.
It's like, I don't want to hear what you're saying right now. Please go away. Maybe I'm just bad about saying things to people that I think might hurt them. I just don't want to hurt people's feelings in any way.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure you have a lot of problems with that.
When it comes to, like, my friends, I'll talk shit to their face all the time. But when it's, like, to a lonely old man, I don't want to, dampen his fucking mood in any way.
How's it going to dampen his mood to say, hey, I'm kind of busy right now?
Because he has nobody else. He has nobody else to talk to. I'm the one person he talks to, and I don't want to send him away, but I should because he's wasting my fucking time.
See,
he wants me to be as lonely and miserable as him by wasting my youth talking to him in the front lawn.
Here's the thing, though. He's going to be lonely and whatever and sad later, too, so why not just say, hey, I'm busy right now. Can we talk about this another time? And then the next time you're actually not busy and you can just stand there on your phone listening?
I'm always too busy to talk to him on the front lawn. There's no situation where I'm thinking, you know what I want to do right now? Have my old man neighbor talk at me for an hour about shit I've already heard before.
You continuously say, sorry, I'm busy. Can we talk another time? Eventually, he'll stop coming over to you.
Yeah, I know. But the fact that talking to me is the best part of somebody's day, I don't want to take that away from him.
I'm sorry,
I'm a valuable member of his life.
That's just not your problem.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, so he wants to talk about the vaccine. I told him I haven't got it yet, and I'm probably going to wait it out and see how everything goes down before I, inject this brand new vaccine into my limbs. And he says to me, yeah, I've been watching some YouTube videos about the vaccine, which is always a good sign. You know that he's going to be pro-vaccine immediately after saying he watched YouTube videos about it. And he says, yeah, they got the, I saw on YouTube, they got the 666, the number of the beast. I heard that they're putting that in the vaccine. Now, I don't know how a number has been inserted into the vaccine. But this is something he genuinely believes, and I think I've mentioned before, he's like a die-hard Christian, like super intense. That's how the scammer who was pretending to be a 20-something-year-old woman, that's how she roped him in, is that she pretended she was a Christian when really it's probably some fucking Hindu, fucking Indian guy with a big scraggly beard over in Pakistan or some shit. But if somebody says that they're a Christian, he's going to fall for anything they say, hook, line, and sinker, because a good Christian girl would not lie, right, Biggs?
Yeah, you would think
so he thinks that the vaccine has the ingredient of the number of the beast, 666, and that's why he and his 91-year-old mother are not going to get it. Of all fucking people, this 69-year-old man and this 91-year-old woman should probably get the fucking vaccine. And then he goes on, and I don't know if he's fucking with me, but he has to be genuine with how he talks about it. He started going on about the most generic conspiracy bullshit that he saw on YouTube. He legitimately was telling me about the New World Order and how there's going to be a big reset coming up soon. Like the kind of stuff that Reactor says as a joke, this old man genuinely believes. And he was saying how soon money isn't going to be worth anything. And he's like, I feel sorry for your generation. You guys put in all this work and soon it's all just going to go down the drain. At least my mother won't have to live to see this, the New World Order. And I'm like, yeah. Oh, yeah, man, I know. I saw that video, too, yeah. Like, I just agree, and I feed into everything he's saying. So if he's testing me to see if I'm stupid, he must think I'm a fucking idiot, because I smile and nod. I'm not going to disagree with his crazy conspiracies.
Well, I mean, most older people just think millennials are idiots anyways, so yeah. It's probably just, if that is what he's doing, then he's probably like, oh, yeah, he's just your classic millennial.
No, but this dude is... I think he might be senile. He actually believes all of this crazy, crazy shit.
I mean, there's tons of older people that will watch one video and full-heartedly believe it. It's not a crazy thought that he did. I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah, and he's just going down the YouTube rabbit hole of the most generic conspiracy bullshit, and he's eating it up.
The next time you talk, he's going to tell you all about Hollow Earth and all of that stuff.
I should ask him if he thinks the Earth is flat. I want to get him on this show, but he said no. He does not. Like, he loves talking for an hour. Perfect for a fucking podcast. But no, he doesn't want to do it with me.
Yeah,
I don't know what he's so afraid of.
A full podcast where we wouldn't have to say a single word.
A dream come true. And then I still get the $4 of AdSense from it, too.
So,
what a world.
I know what we're doing after this podcast. We're going to go in there and turn on Netflix and watch Behind the Curve. Have you seen that yet?
No.
The documentary about Flat Earth?
No. Is it good?
It's fantastic. I saw it and I'm like, this is probably going to be really stupid. And like, obviously I'm not going to like believe anything they're going to say. But then it was something completely that I didn't even think it was going to be. Like, you think it's a documentary from their point of view, but really it's a documentary from like people who are basically like making fun of them. Like, the people who are making the documentary don't believe any of this at all. And it's funny, like, seeing these people try to explain their points of view and their evidence. And then I'm not going to spoil the ending because it's fantastic. But they even do some experiments on camera. And the turnout is just amazing.
They do experiments to prove the Earth is flat?
Yes, and I think everyone should go on Netflix and watch Behind the Curve. It's hilarious. It's one of the funniest documentaries I've seen.
Funnier than...
Don't say Borat.
Is Borat a documentary?
I think it's supposed to be, right?
I don't know. Maybe. Funnier than Borat 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, most movies are.
I don't know. Impractical Jokers was a pretty good movie.
Sophie's Choice is funnier than Borat 2.
I've never seen that movie.
She makes a choice and it ain't easy.
Okay.
If you had to guess, what do you think Sophie's Choice is? Have you heard the aphorism, like, this is a real Sophie's Choice?
No, I have not.
What? I feel like I've said that before.
No, I haven't.
So what do you think the choice Sophie has to make?
Well, if it's a woman
is?
and making a choice, I assume it's about abortion.
Maybe a 90-month abortion.
Huh?
It's a Holocaust movie, and Sophie she's entering the concentration camp with her 2 kids, and they say one of them is going into the oven right now, and she has to choose which child dies.
And that's a full movie?
I mean, it's one of the scenes in the movie.
Oh.
She makes a choice in about 3 seconds, and now. Whenever, like, you have just a really easy decision to make, I always like to say, oh, this is a real Sophie's Choice. Do I want to get ketchup or mustard on my hot dog?
That reminds me of I saw a video where it's like these people break into this house and they grab both the kids and the parents are sitting there like screaming, no, stop. And they're like, all right, we're going to kill one of your kids. You have to choose. And immediately the mom's like, him. And the robbers like take off their masks and like, now you know who the real favorite is. And then
Was
they
that
leave.
a Family Guy sketch?
No, it was like a random YouTube video.
Oh, was it Whitest Kids You Know?
It might have been. I don't know. But anyways, so like they take off their masks and they say that and then they just leave. And the kid's like pissed looking at his mom. And it's like just the idea that now he's going to go on the rest of his life resenting his mom for that. That's what that reminds me of, though. If you said it was super fast choice, like,
can we...
Yeah, kill this one.
Biggs, hear me out. We've still got some time to fill. Can we please, and if you do this, maybe I'll reconsider having you do Nostalgia Biggs. Maybe I'll take that away. Can we call your mom on speakerphone right now and say, if robbers broke in and said one of your kids has to die, which one would you choose?
She probably wouldn't even answer the phone.
Oh, so I guess we're doing Nostalgia Biggs then?
If I do that... Even if she doesn't answer, right?
No, it's only going to happen if she answers the question. Even though I already know which of her sons she would choose.
To kill?
Yeah. It's pretty obvious if you think about it. You going to call her?
Yeah, why not?
We got to get Biggs' mom on the show. Gonna get Biggs' mom. Should I do the talking? Hey, Biggs' mom, this is Biggs' friend who you haven't talked to in 5 years. When is the last time I saw your mom in the flesh?
I have no idea.
Oh my god, we're gonna get Biggs' mom on the show, and then we're still gonna do Nostalgia Biggs? Biggs is shaking his head no.
She's not gonna answer.
What, is she at work?
No.
What's she making dinner?
She just doesn't like me.
Oh. We gotta tell her Happy Mother's Day.
I told you, she's not gonna answer.
Mother of the Year. Nostalgia Biggs is coming through any day now.
Please pick up.
5.
Oh, don't say the number.
Well, looks like we're doing Nostalgia Biggs, and everybody, I mean, talk about blue balls. We tried to call Biggs' mom. Should I call my mom and do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
We already know the answer to that one.
Do we?
Yeah, she'll kill you.
Yeah. Well, let's just get confirmation. Everybody, if you want to get another Chips challenge, record yourself calling your mom and asking the Sophie's Choice question.
Hello?
Hey, me and Biggs are recording the podcast, and I have you on speakerphone. We wanted to ask you a question in front of everybody.
Great.
Are you familiar with the Meryl Streep film Sophie's Choice?
No.
So it's a movie, it's a Holocaust movie, and this lady, she goes into the concentration camp, and she has 2 kids, and the Nazis say, one of your kids has to die right now. You get to choose. So me and Biggs are calling our moms to see if it was you, which of the kids would you choose?
You already know that answer.
That's what Biggs said. So I mean,
how many times have I said I wish I would have skipped the first one and just moved on to the second?
so you would throw me into the oven.
I mean, I'm not going to say that out loud.
Well, a happy Mother's Day, I guess.
Yes, I love you too.
Bye. Well, yeah, that was a big waste of time.
I told you.
I hope they couldn't hear that. My speakerphone is not very
I'm
loud.
not going to say it out loud.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, no parent would, but they think it.
Yeah, well, I mean, at least there's no question. I mean, the hierarchy of my family love line is, at least it's clear. Some kids, they die thinking that they're their family's favorite, and they'll never know.
Yeah, I never thought I was the favorite. I never assumed I was. I always knew I was the least favorite. And I know, given that same choice, my mom would throw me in the flames immediately.
I don't know. Your
They'd
mom...
be like, you know what? We have to choose one of your Biggs. Take him.
I think your mom got really unlucky because she had 3 really shitty kids in a row and then finally had a daughter. I think she hates all 3 of you boys equally and would just choose your sister, right? She has to like the sister the best. All 3 I can't think of a single good quality between you and your brothers. Can you?
No, that's why I'm saying I'm the worst.
How? All 3 of you suck. Your brother got 11 hours of sleep and wouldn't tie his shoes. What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean...
Your mom would say, can you take all of my kids into the oven, please? I want to... This Holocaust is going to be my vacation from my children.
Here's the difference, though. All of them were born from the same dude, and I'm Hispanic. So, I'm the mutt of the family.
But you're the first.
And if she got rid of me, the family would truly be spick and span.
You're the Francis of the family, aren't you? The firstborn son, and they all hate you the most. I guess they kick you out, they don't want you, and then you come crawling back. Remember that episode when I think it was Malcolm's teacher comes to visit?
You wouldn't be that harsh to your kids.
Yeah.
Francis is like, please, Mom.
Francis appears like out, and it's like a rainstorm, and he appears in the window screaming, "Mom, please let me come back. I'm sorry." And the teacher's horrified.
Yeah.
People really liked our Malcolm in the Middle tier list, Biggs. They want us to do more, but I don't know what other show we're going to waste our time binging for a year. Other than the Golden Girls, and I don't think anybody's going to watch that tier list.
You'd be surprised. There's probably some fans out there.
What, you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
We could watch Dexter and do a Dexter tier list.
No.
Why not?
No. We could watch The Walking Dead and do a zombie tier list.
All right.
Which of these zombies was the most coolest? I like the zombie from season 4. What's your favorite zombie from season 4, Biggs?
I don't remember what happened in season 4. Was that when the governor came?
See, that's how you know a show is good, when you can't remember what happened in a season. I could tell you everything that happens in Breaking Bad season 4.
Yeah, that's how you know it's a terrible show.
Yeah.
You can remember stuff.
Oh, yeah, it sticks out in your mind as being so bad. Season 4 was when Marie started stealing spoons from open houses. Probably not the show's, shining achievement in terms of drama.
Yeah, Marie was a throwaway character.
She was a 40-year-old woman with no children. Of course she's going to be desperate and crazy. She has nothing else going on.
Yeah, I don't know any other shows that we could do a tier list of.
Let's do The Office right now. Michael is S tier. Jim is F tier because he gets to fuck Pam and he gets to fuck Rashida Jones, and they should both be fucking me.
Pam is easily F tier. I despise Pam.
Why do you despise Pam?
So
I like Pam in like the first 3 seasons.
No, I disliked her from the start.
Well, from the start? What was wrong with her at the beginning?
Well, okay, so she tries to play it off that, we're just work friends. She's clearly flirting with Jim from the start.
Yeah.
And she's like engaged. Like, sure, she didn't like who she's engaged to, then break it off. Why stay engaged and sit here and flirt and lead on this poor man at work for years And then when he finally gets up the guts to say he likes you and kiss you, and you're like, oh, don't do that, I'm engaged, and just walk. It
was much better when Michael tried to kiss Pam.
Yes.
That's one of my favorite scenes.
No, the best part was when Michael kissed Oscar.
No, even worse than Scott's tots is when Michael tries to kiss Pam and he thinks they're sharing a romantic moment. That's the funniest fucking scene in the show.
You didn't like when he kissed Oscar?
Whatever, who cares?
It was funny.
Dude, I've kissed a dude on the mouth. It's not that funny.
Yeah, I watched. You played Spin the Bottle with like 5 dudes.
Well, I also tongue-kissed Asperger for our short film. Have you seen that?
No, I don't think I have, but you told me about it.
Yeah. You haven't seen that short film? It's pretty good. I'd say it's among my best work.
You're talking about the
school shooting one?
Vincent one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. Oh, that one.
Yeah, it's up on the wall. So I was going to say about Pam and Jim. The first time you watch the show, at least I think for the normal viewer, you are rooting for Jim and Pam. So whenever, I think Roy, is that the name of Pam's fiance? Whenever he's on screen, you kind of like, oh, fuck Roy, Pam should be with Jim. But then when I watched the show again with like a new mindset, I was paying attention to see, is Roy actually an unlikable character? Like, is he ever douchey or mean to Pam and justifies why she would leave him? And I was paying pretty close attention, and Roy really doesn't do anything wrong at all.
Yeah, they kind of imply that most of it's off camera, because like whenever he's on camera, she's already mad at him for something that happened previously.
But it could just be that Pam's a dumb bitch.
Yeah, and another reason why Pam is F tier easily is because later on in the show, when Jim does like this company startup with his friends, he has this chance to make tons of great money and like really support his family, and she just says no. She's like, no, we're gonna stay here and work at this paper company and be dead end jobs.
Yeah,
and instead of moving to where he was to continue it, and he would even like travel back and forth. But the fact that she just cut off his dreams and said no, you're F tier.
Well, and also like, wasn't the storyline that Jim like surprised her by buying a house and then she got mad at him?
Yeah.
Yeah, like she became a total cunt towards the end of the show. And then she, like, in the final season, she starts cheating on him with the cameraman of the fucking mockumentary. Come on, Pam. This shit is stupid.
Yeah, like, the very first time I watched The Office, like, there was obviously the instant where they're like, oh yeah, you're supposed to like these characters. So I'm like, all right, she's great. But then I kept watching, like, wow, she's terrible. She's an awful person. Everybody's like, I want to be like Jim and Pam. Like, no way. And let's such a toxic relationship.
If we're gonna be honest, her artwork is also not very good.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I can't really say much because I am not an artist at all.
Well, me neither, but I like the scene when I think like they frame her drawing of the Dunder Mifflin building, and then like somebody's pointing out how like the shadows don't make any sense and all that stuff, and it just breaks her heart. I think that's really funny. Somebody's just honestly critiquing her shitty fucking pencil drawing.
You know what's the real goals relationship in that show?
Creed and the dead bodies in his basement.
Probably. I was going to say Phyllis and Bob Vance Refrigeration. Now that's a true love story.
He keeps saying the name of his company because there's cameras on him.
Yeah. He, at one point he like bids like $100 or maybe it's $1,000 just so he could give Phyllis a hug.
Aww.
So wholesome. What a great guy.
What about the blonde bitch and
Michael?
No, not Jan.
No, the other one, the one that he ends up with at the end.
Oh, I don't care about that. I mean, fucking when Andy and Dwight are fighting over that one bitch.
Oh,
what's her name?
Wow, I can't remember her name.
Yeah, me neither. It's been a while since I watched The Office. Any scene with her also made me mad because that chick, what is her fucking name? Angela reminds me to a T of those Christian girls that you abandoned us for in high school that we made fun of you for in that one podcast episode. Like, she has the same fucking personality. Hardcore Christian, hardcore hypocrite, and probably loves cats too much. Disgusting.
How did I abandon you guys?
We've already discussed this.
How did I ever once abandon you guys? So literally, I still remember this to a T. There was a week where we had,
Well, that's all the time we have for this episode. See you guys next time for the Monkey and Big Show.
We had filmed so many short films, and there was like one, I think it was like a Friday, where I decided to go over to their house because I was friends with their brother too, and we played video games the whole time I was there. I go over to their house.
I'm sure if Patchy was my sister, you would remember that joke.
Yeah, sure, that was great. And all of a sudden, one of his sisters comes in and is like, hey, somebody just drove by and spilled stuff all over your car.
What? That wasn't me.
And I go outside, and there's just like this cherry drink spilled all over my car, and I get a text from Chum, oh, have fun over there, blah, blah, blah. I'm like...
That wasn't me.
Really?
I didn't do that.
But they were still you guys,
what
like your group.
I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. I didn't do it.
From what I was told...
I did not vandalize your car.
From what I was told, it was Chum, you, Rod, and Cobb.
No way,
in the
man.
car.
I would not have condoned vandalizing your car,
I'm
even
like-
though you guys fucking vandalized my car while I was at work one day.
It's not vandalism. We literally wrapped it with saran wrap.
But you can't handle a little bit of soda on your car, you fucking cuck.
Okay, the situation was different. Ours was a legitimate prank.
I was
Your
trying to
guys'
go home
was-
at 11:30
Your
at
guys'
night and my car's
was
wrapped
because you
up
were
in fucking
salty
plastic.
That I spent one day out of my full week to go spend time at their
What do you
house.
mean you lived at their house? You didn't just
That
go
was
over there.
later.
Whatever.
It was when I first
You
started hanging
wrapped
out
my
with
car in plastic. You have no room to cry about
Your-
your fucking shitty car
Dude.
getting covered in soda that I didn't even do.
Your dad was more mad than you were about that.
Yeah, that's true.
I got a text from him saying, if you ever do that again. I'm like, oh my God.
You should do it while I'm in the car.
I should just go to his house and do it to the truck.
We should do it. One time my dad backed up into fucking Cobb's car and left a big dent in it, and then we had to go get it fixed. So he can't even talk about people fucking up people's cars. He backed up into Cobb's car.
So where would you place Angela on the list then?
Probably A tier.
That's fair.
She made me mad. I mean, the character was effective emotionally. I fucking hate that bitch.
Are there any other notable characters?
You said
think
Creed is S tier.
Yeah, I think Creed is great. Pretty much any scene he's in, I have a good laugh.
I like Aaron. I think Aaron is cute.
Another F tier. Yeah, I like Aaron. F tier is Andy Bernard, Nard Dog, garbage character.
I
Should have never been in the show.
Wrong. He starts off F tier. When he becomes manager, he's A tier, and then he goes back down to F tier. But
You
everybody
think he
agrees on that.
became A tier when he was manager?
Oh yeah, I think he had a character arc. He redeemed himself.
Dude.
He became a mature person, and then he had to go film The Hangover, and they decided to destroy the character. I thought he was great when he took over as the boss.
I did not. I thought he was annoying the whole time. I feel like as soon as Michael left, Dwight single-handedly carried that whole show on his back.
I fucking hate Dwight. Fuck Dwight.
Dwight's a great character. I think Dwight is
Dwight can
easily A tier.
he can sit in C tier where he belongs.
No,
Fuck
Dwight's a
Dwight.
good character.
What about Jim? Where are you gonna put Jim?
You know, I would sit there and bash Jim for blindly following Pam, but I'm probably the same type and would do that too. So,
Big simp.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
I mean, at least Jim has lay Jim face. What do you have?
Nothing. So I guess that gives him at least like C or B tier.
Lay Jim face.
What was that? What was that joke? The something Jimmy's.
Russell. Yeah, Russell my Jimmy's. It has the monkey from the cereal box.
Stupid, like 20. What was that, like 2012?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I seriously hope you guys don't do this.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's all the notable characters, at least from that show.
Were memes funnier when we were in high school, or did we just grow up? Because I feel like Lay Monkey Face saying, you know, rustled my jimmies and all that stuff was way better than the stuff we get now. Like Among Us is only funny because at least because I'm mocking the Gen Z kids who think it's hilarious.
I don't know if they. I don't know.
Like,
I feel like
a smug-looking gorilla smiling on a cereal box who rustles your jimmies, like that
was just foreshadowing for Harambe.
Well, I think it has a deep spiritual power, whereas Among Us is just, hey guys, here's a popular computer game you can play for free, and we're gonna make a meme out of it for free advertising, and the game's not
What
even
about
that fun.
The Fortnite meme.
I don't know how to floss, so I could never get into that.
Well, I can tell with your teeth.
Well, see you guys when Biggs gets back from his trip, or maybe next week if we do the show again. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. If you do see Biggs's car, you are allowed to throw cherry cola onto it, I think is the message of the episode.
It was like a slushie or something.
Did you go clean it off? Like, were you pissed or what?
I was just like, really, guys? Like, that's petty. And then I went back inside. It probably rained or something and cleaned it. I don't remember cleaning it myself.
Yeah, I don't see you cleaning anything ever.
Yeah.
Other than when you floss.
Only the floor when I play you in the One Piece fighting game.
Are we going to go stream that on my One Piece channel right now?
No.
Hey everybody, go to patreon.com/mumkey to join the Discord, and if you want to hear me review every chapter of One Piece individually, go to Monkey D. Jones on YouTube. Biggs, you have anything you want to plug?
Not really. I don't check my Twitter anymore, and I signed out of my Snapchat.
Why'd you sign out of Snapchat? I still send you pictures of... Oh, I forgot to mention. Remember how I was complaining that the guy I used to buy weed from keeps sending me pictures of drugs trying to make me buy them on Snapchat?
Yeah.
I've started getting revenge since he won't take the hint after, like, I'll open every snap from him and never reply. Like, oh, who wants to buy Adderall today? Who wants to buy crystal meth today? Who wants to buy crack cocaine today? And all these fucking incriminating photos he's posting on Snapchat. So now I'm replying, just sending pictures of my animals right back to him, and he never answers. He just doesn't say anything. So every time I get a message from him, he gets a free picture of Blaze, Isabel, and Scorch.
Man, I need to start sending you pictures of drugs.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.